Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, good afternoon, class.
Good
Good
afternoon,
afternoon,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, how are you today? How are you
I'm
today?
fine, thanks, ma'am. And you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine too. Thank you for asking. Okay, I didn't see Harris here. Where is Harry?
Uh, I'm sorry, ma'am. My connection is not stable.
Oh, okay, Harry.
I can solve my place.
Okay, it's never mind. Okay, before we start our lesson, please lead your friends to pray first. Go ahead, Harry. Hello, Harry. Oke, ganti sama Mas Razak.
Okay,
Please
ma'am.
lead your friend to pray first.
Okay, keep silent, please. Let's pray together. Start. Finish.
Okay, class, I'm going to check your attendance list first. Is there anyone absent today?
Nobody, ma'am.
Nobody, no one. Nihil?
No one.
Semua hadir?
Yes.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Thank you. And now, before we starting our lesson, please look at this question below. When you were child, did your parents tell you stories? Ada yang mau
Yes.
menjawab? Oh, good.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow.
Yes, ma'am.
Oke.
Yes.
Cerita apa saja yang pernah diceritakan?
Timun Mas.
Kancil,
kancil. Saling kundang, ma'am.
Oke.
Malin Kundang.
Oh, yes, many story.
Yes.
And next, the second question. What story did you like most? Cerita apa
Cinderella,
saja
ma'am.
yang paling kalian sukai? What?
Cinderella.
Maybe you can
Kancil.
tell the
Kundang, ma'am.
okay, you can tell the title or the genre. Jenisnya aja, misalnya horror, legend, fable. Fable ya.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fable. Kancil ya. Okay, it's very popular in our country, si kancil. Okay. The third is, do you enjoy reading the stories or watching the movies? Now,
Yes.
sekarang, apakah kalian lebih suka membaca atau lebih suka menonton TV?
Both of
Watching
movies.
ma'am. Watching the movie.
Why? Do you prefer watching the movies than reading the stories?
I can see the person directly, ma'am.
Oh, yeah, good. Because when we watching the movies, we get more experiences, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Iya, ketika kalau kita nonton pasti pengalamannya lebih seru ya, karena kita juga bisa mendengarkan. Kalau membaca hanya bisa mengimajinasikan. Okay. Next, sorry. Okay, today we will learn about narrative text, about fairy tales, and this is about the objective of the learning. Okay. Now, let us watching this video. Sorry. Okay. Have you seen?
Not yet.
Not yet, ma'am.
Not yet. Okay, wait a moment. Oh, iklan. Oh my. Okay, let's see the movie.
This tale brings us to the mystical island of Java, Indonesia, where a widow named Sirni lived alone on her farm. The widow was a kindly woman, yet she was overwhelmed by loneliness and longed to have a child by her side. When her loneliness became too much to bear, Sirni decided to pray to Boto Ijo for help. Buto Ijo was a monstrous ogre who lived on the outskirts of the village and was known to occasionally grant wishes to people. The monster offered to grant Sirni's wish at a terrible price.
When the child turns 6 years old, you will return her to me to become my meal, he said.
Despite the condition, the desperate woman agreed to his demand. The giant then gave her a single cucumber seed to be planted at her farm. In 2 weeks, the cucumbers started to bear fruit. Yet among them, there was one which was larger than the rest, that emitted a golden radiance. Splitting it carefully, Sirni found a beautiful baby girl inside. Filled with joy, she named the girl Timun Amas. Alas, she had come to love her daughter over the years, and couldn't bear to lose Timun Amas, and yet she would never be able to stand up to the powerful ogre. Desperate for help, she journeyed to Gunung Kidul, the southern mountain, to seek advice from a powerful hermit. After hearing her plight, the hermit presented Sirni with 4 small pouches. "Give these to Timun Amas," the hermit told her. "They will help your daughter against the monster." The day finally arrived when the ogre came to Sirni's house, eager for her to fulfill her promise.
Where is my meal?
For hours, the monster chased after Timun Amas, and Buto Ijo was steadily getting closer. Remembering her mother's advice, she threw the first of the pouches, a bag of cucumber seeds, at the monster. Vines of cucumbers magically sprang forth from the earth, blocking Buto Ijo's path. The ogre, enticed by the fruit, stopped in his tracks to gorge on them. It wasn't long before he ate them all and resumed his chase. Just as the monster was about to catch up to Timun Amas, she threw a second gift, a small bag of needles, at him. A dense forest of sharp bamboo trees appeared where the needles had fallen, trapping Buto Ijo. The giant ogre eventually burst through the bamboo trees, wounded and enraged. Once more, as he neared Timun Amas, she tossed the third pouch, full of salt, at the monster, hoping to slow him down. Suddenly, out burst a powerful torrent of sea, forming a giant wave which swept the ogre off his feet. Buto Ijo was now determined more than ever to catch this little girl who troubled him so. Had nowhere left to run, and in her hand she held the last of the hermit's gifts. She hurled the small bag as hard as she could at the monster. The bag, containing spice, had transformed into a boiling sea of mud, burning Buto Ijo's skin. The monster struggled in the mud. He shrieked and howled in pain. And then all was silent. Timun Amas had finally stopped Buto Ijo once and for all. Returning to her house, her delighted mother embraced her in her arms, and they both lived out the rest of their days in peace.
Still muted, ma'am.
Okay, class. How about the video? Is that interesting for you?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
Okay.
Make me scary.
Why,
Scary.
Anna? Okay, next.
Because Buto Indo was so bad.
Okay. Okay, now I will ask you, after you watching that video, that I will ask you about this question. I hope you tadi kalian benar-benar memperhatikan dan menyimak dengan baik ya. The first is, what is the title of the story? Anybody want to answer?
Ini, Ma'am.
Okay,
Timun
Mas. Good. Okay, next. How many characters in the story?
Three.
Three.
Can you
Oh, ma'am.
can you tell? Can you mention what's the
The
characters?
widow. The widow.
Buto Ijo.
Yes.
Timun Mas and
Timun Mas.
Buto Indo.
One more?
the widow.
Okay, her mother. Who know the mother's name? Her Timun Mas mother names.
Sisri.
Srini. Kalau si Sri itu teh ya.
Yes.
Advertisement, man.
Instant.
Okay, yes, good. And next, who is the main character in the story?
Timun Mas.
Good, Timun Mas. And then, what problem did the main character face? Masalah apa sih yang dirasakan, yang sedang dialami oleh karakter utamanya?
Galau, ma'am.
Wow, galau. Is that you, Mr.
Mas.
Pat?
They had to run away, ma'am.
Oh, yes.
The giant.
For the giant, for
Ijo.
the Buto Ijo, yes? Okay, good.
Yes.
Next, how did she solve the problem? Bagaimana dia menyelesaikan masalahnya? Dia itu siapa?
The
Oh,
Timun
ya.
Mas.
Oke, Timun Mas. Bagaimana cara Timun Mas menyelesaikan masalahnya?
Throwing the
salt,
wrappers
Or
from
things.
For
mother.
Okay, some of you, maybe Mbak Alia. How did she solve the problem?
So she got 4 small bags
Mm-mm.
from her mother. So
Okay.
her mother advised her to throw one by one the sponge
Okay,
when the
good.
monster getting closer to her.
Okay, good. Next question. Do you think that the story is good? And give your reason, please.
Yes, that's good.
That's good. Anybody? Yang lain bagaimana? Apakah ceritanya bagus?
Really good,
Yes,
ma'am.
good, very
Um,
good.
Okay.
Entertaining, ma'am.
Okay. And the next is, what is the moral value of this story? Who knows? What is the moral value of the story?
Never,
Don't give up.
never give up, ma'am.
Okay,
Don't give
Mas
up.
Wendy, never give up. And then, what's again? Selain never give up, apalagi kira-kira?
we
No
have to
moral
Feel
explore,
your
value-nya?
ma'am.
fear, ma'am.
Harus apa?
Brave.
Oke, harus
Brave.
berani, harus brave. One more point, most important is, apakah kalian tadi tidak memperhatikan when her mother feel loneliness, and then she pray but not to the God, tapi to buto buto
Buto
ijo.
ijo.
Iya, ibunya meminta kepada buto ijo, bukan kepada
Ijo.
Tuhan. So we should
Tuhan.
not so don't forget when we have loneliness and
Problem.
then problem, we should not go to the others, but we must go to the
For the
Pray
God.
God.
to God.
Oke,
God.
kepada Tuhan yang Maha Esa ya. Oke.
Yes.
Okay. I want to know, how about you? Why do we need to read a narrative text? Menurut kalian kenapa sih kita harus belajar teks naratif? Setelah kalian menonton tadi, penting nggak belajar tentang teks naratif?
Yes.
To learn about the moral value, ma'am.
Okay, good. And then?
And then
About the story in other places, ma'am.
Okay, yes. Anybody?
To entertain
the
myself,
local,
ma'am.
Okay, to
I reading.
entertain. Okay. Okay, so from the narrative text, we learn about first to getting entertainment and then to getting moral value.
Value.
Okay, good. And now let us reading text together. Okay. Sudah jelas?
Jelas.
It's clear enough? Okay.
Yes,
Terima
ma'am.
kasih. Okay, first paragraph. Siapa yang mau membacakan first paragraph?
Me, ma'am.
Mimi.
Oke, Mbak Ana, please.
Okay. This tale bring us to the mystical island of Java, Indonesia. There was a widow named Mbok Srini
Sri.
that lived alone on her farm. The widow was a kindly woman, and she was overwhelmed by loneliness and longed to have a child by
Her.
her side.
Okay, Ana. And the second paragraph. Who wants to read?
Me, ma'am.
Okay, Mbak Ika.
When her loneliness became too much to bear, but Rini decided to pray to Buddha Ijo for help. Buddha Ijo was a monster who lived on the outskirts of the village and was known to occasionally grant wishes to people.
Oke, good. Nah, anak-anak, kalian bisa lihat di paragraf pertama itu ada kata the tale bring us to the mystical island of Java. There was a widow named Mbok Srini that lived alone on her farm. It means that it is about orientation. Jadi kalimat pertama di dalam paragraf pertama ini menceritakan tentang orientasi atau pengenalan. Pengenalan itu isinya tentang siapa, apa, dan di mana. And the second paragraph is about complication. Why? Because in the second paragraph, it's tell about the problem atau menceritakan tentang permasalahan yang mulai muncul. When her loneliness became too much to bear, Mbok Srini decided to pray to Buto Ijo for help. Nah, jadi saat itu ibunya merasakan kesepian karena dia menginginkan apa? Anak ya.
Anak.
Okay. And the third paragraph, siapa yang membaca?
Me, ma'am.
Okay. Ed, please.
Okay. The monster offered the grandma Trini with wish at the triple price. When the child turns 6 years old, you will return her to become my meal, he said. Despite the condition, women agreed to his demand.
Okay, good. Next paragraph. Who wants to read?
Hi, ma'am.
Okay, Mas Raja.
Okay. The giant then gave a single cucumber seed to be planted at her farm. In 2 weeks, started to bear fruit. Among them, there was one which was larger than the rest. It emitted the golden radiance, splitting it carefully. Mbok Srini found a beautiful baby girl inside. Filled with joy, she named the girl Timun Mas. Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, good. Nah, di kedua paragraf ini pun, in this two paragraph, it's same with the paragraph number 2. It's about complication, karena masih menceritakan tentang apa? Tentang problem, tentang masalahnya ya. Okay, next. Who want to read? Mbak Inaya, maybe? Read the next paragraph. Okay.
She had come to love her daughter over the years and couldn't bear to lose Timun Mas, and yet she would never be able to stand up to the powerful ogre.
Okay, next.
Is it enough, ma'am?
Yes,
Should I
enough.
continue?
Mbak Jamila? Okay. Boleh, Mbak Jamila?
Yes, which one, ma'am?
The second paragraph. Desperate.
Desperate to help, she journeyed to Gunung Kidul, the southern mountain, to seek advice from a powerful hermit. After hearing her plight, the hermit presented Mbok Srini the 4 small pouches. Give this to Timun Mas. The hermit told her, they will help your daughter against the monster.
Okay, good. Same with the others. The previous paragraph, in this paragraph, is still about complication. Okay, so narrative text also has about generic structure, about orientation, complication, resolution, and reorientation. And then have about language features, adverb of time, past tense, specific characters, and then action verb, time conjunction, and direct speech. Okay, student, how do you feel after watching and reading Timun Mas? Do you feel happy?
Yes.
Okay, are you interested? Are you interested about this study?
Yes, I'm interested.
Yes, it's fun, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
What would you like to learn more about? Apakah masih mau Okay, good.
Malin Kundang, ma'am.
Okay, student, next meeting we will still learn about narrative text, but about fable. Is there any question about the material today? Masih ada pertanyaan?
No.
No, ma'am.
Okay, well, I think that's enough for today. So, Harry, please lead your friends to pray before leave the class.
Yes, ma'am. Before we go home, let's pray together. Start. Finish. Thank you.
Thank you
Okay.
very much for today. See you next meeting. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.